Let's go ahead and install your seat now. This is really simple, so just follow me. And first we want to mount the springs on the brackets. I'm going to show you how to do that here. Let me pan this camera around here a little bit. Okay, I'm doing this with an unpainted spring, so it's really simple. What you do is you just take the spring, and there's that little loop right there. Go ahead and slide your Allen wrench into that loop. And then you slide the Allen wrench up like that. Now what you do is you just set your screw on there like that, and go ahead and lower it down in. Sometimes you have to rock it a little bit. And then you take your washer and you slide the washer in like that, and you slide the screw up like that, and there you have it. It's ready to install. I've mounted the two screws on the motorcycle. You can even leave these a little bit loose for now if you want, and then I put the squigglies on the outside on both of these. Now this may vary on yours because these springs do vary a little bit from the factory where we have them made. So we may want to put the squiggly on the inside on both, on the outside on both, maybe the inside on one, the outside of the other. We'll decide that when we mount the seat. Okay, next grab this pan like this, and this little bracket that comes in your kit. And what we want to install this, but leave this loose for now. We just want to put the nuts on there, nylocks on the bottom, and like I say, just leave that a little bit loose for now. Before we put the pan on top, make sure your wires are all tucked in nicely like this, and make sure you check everything, make sure that all the lights work. And then what I want you to do next is we're going to reverse this washer. This is the washer that's in this tank right here like this. This is normally mounted like this, upside down. What we want to do is we want to lift the tank up just a little bit. You can slide the washer out. Then we want to reinsert it like that, so the flange is up. Okay, we want to insert this pan that we just put together. We want to insert this under the tank just like this. So go ahead and lift the tank up a little bit and slide that underneath there. Now this is the rubber flange, and then this is the slot, and that'll actually locate, that piece that sticks up will locate into that slot. So this will fit down nice and flush there. Then next we just grab our bolt with the washer. Make sure you use the washer. And then go ahead and install that. Then we'll continue on. Okay, now real important, as you tighten that bolt, don't get too carried away. Just snug it up, but you don't need to get really carried away because the threads under this in the bike are not that thick. So don't over tighten this. Just easy does it, and then we'll tighten these up, and we'll continue on. I'll show you how to tighten those. Okay, what I did is just slide a wrench under the pan there, and you can go ahead and grab that nut, and then go ahead and just snug those up. So go ahead and do both, and we'll continue on. This is almost finished. Oh, a quick note to remove this pan later, all you gotta just loosen those a little bit and it'll slide back out. You may not even need to loosen those. Okay, let's go ahead and install our seat. Okay, if you'll notice on the bottom side, we've already installed this bracket for you, so you don't need to worry about that. And then the front fork bracket, which is here. Okay, now this is adjustable back and forth. There's star washers under that. Leave the star washers under that. Grabs that so it won't slide. And then you'll have to adjust this to fit the motorcycle. And this is about where ours ended up, about like that. I'll show you how to mount this on the motorcycle and adjust that. Okay, I've set the seat on the motorcycle. Now, it looks to me like mine fits best with the flange on the seat on the outside of the springs. So go ahead and check that on yours. Look from the back of the bike and make sure. These springs can move back and forth a little bit, but that's the way mine mounted best, is the little squigglies on the outside, and then the brackets on the outside of the springs. Now what you want to do is you want to mount the seat so that the spring is pretty much straight up and down. You can adjust it forward or back. The more forward you adjust it, the front will be higher, and the further back you adjust it, the back will be higher. But it should come out pretty nicely with just a spring straight up and down. So once you get that kind of figured out, then what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and tighten these springs down here, tighten those up, and make sure that these are straight to the bike. Okay, and there you have it. The seat is pretty much mounted. Now I've got the bolt through the outside of the flange off the seat here. And then on the inside I have the washer and the nylock nut. The washer goes against the spring. And then on the front, now this is really important on the front, because what we want to do is we want to leave this just a little bit loose. See that's loose? You want that to be a little bit loose. What I do is I run the nut on all the way and then I back it off maybe a quarter or a third turn so this stays loose, because this seat has to pivot, has to be able to pivot up and down on this. If you tighten this, you'll crack this bracket later on. And then do me a favor and just give it a little shot of oil. That way it'll guarantee that this will swivel. And there you have it. That seat looks really cool on there.